You guys, she's a former international fashion model turned CEO, lifestyle specialist, life by design, power coach, author, speaker, seminar leader, and advocate for young women and girls. Please welcome Chloe Taylor Brown. Chloe, how you doing?
Hey, Mo, I'm doing real good today. Thank you so much.
Hey, we appreciate you having time to stop by and chit-chat with us. And we really are honored that you're on the show today.
I am so thrilled to be here. I'm really, really ready to rock and roll, Mo. We got a lot of things to talk about today.
We do, and we ain't got but an hour, so, we got to get it in.
And we can talk a lot.
We can, and that's a great thing, because I think what you have to offer the people, the listeners, really need. And my listeners are great. I really love them because they ask a lot of questions in the chat room. They call in, and, because they want the information. So I'm so glad that you're here with us, and you can give them some information. So you have this phenomenal program, Total Image Enhancement, life enhancement coaching that you give individuals and organizations. You work with Fortune 500 companies, a number of people. Talk to us about how you came up with that and what made you want to dive into life coaching after having such a successful career as a international fashion model.
Well, Mo, it's a long story. I'm going to try to make it short for you. So I was a model, right? That's what I was aspiring to be from a teenager all through college. I majored in fashion. I did recognize and live my childhood, my girl's dream of walking down the runway for Armani and Escada, Dolce & Gabbana, all those great names. And then, Mo, when you get to a certain age, you got to hang up your high heel pumps, right? So when I had to hang up my high heel pumps, but I tell you, Mo, I was kind of not forced out, but I had what I called a paradigm crash. Okay. One of my children fell in the pool, and he did not survive. He drowned in the pool. And as a result of that, Mo, I tell you, I had no clue of who I was. My husband didn't know who he was anymore. We were really, really confused.
Wow.
And knowing that I wasn't an average person, but that's how my life started to show up after that crash. I was showing up as average. But I wasn't satisfied to just be average, so I just kept searching, kept going to counseling, kept going to therapy, and nothing was working for me. And I ran across a program that totally shifted everything about my life. And at that time, I just decided I was going to throw it all into what I knew, and that was fashion. And that's what I started my business of Total Image Enhancement, because enhancement starts from the inside out. And so often we start from the outside. So that's what that Total Image Enhancement, starting from that person of who you already are and who you want to become.
Okay. And so when individuals and corporations come with you, or come to you, because we have an office full of people that's listening right now, and people are at work, and, let's talk about Total Image Enhancement and some of the things that you do to help individuals and organizations and corporations enhance their image.
Okay. Well, usually I start, whether it's with a corporation or one person, I start with a powerful, powerful tool called the Life Enhancement Assessment and a Life Skills Assessment. And that assessment, Mo, measures your viewpoint, because we create our lives out of our viewpoints. And going back to my viewpoint, when my son died, I was a victim, and I was creating my life from a victim's viewpoint. But when I learned how not to be a victim and how to go through that process of healing, I started winning. But what's so powerful about this tool is that there are 100 questions, and you answer, and it measures your viewpoints, and I analyze what it's indicating, and it totally shifts your life and gives me, as a coach, my platform of how I'm going to change everything and enhance you from the inside out, because it starts with your thinking.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Give us an idea of some of the questions that you ask to kind of get those things rolling.
If you found the wallet, would you return it? Did you like to read? The questions they seem very random, Mo, but what they're doing is measuring whether you are creating your life from constantly being in the wrong place with the wrong people with the wrong intentions, that means you're being a victim, and it measures if you really are showing up in life as a victim. And if you're showing up pretty average, most people do, it's kind of like the status quo. You know, they don't want to stick their necks out, and they have to be made to deliver. But you want to be in the winning, living your life by your own design, where you are connecting with the right people. They're called power players. Like you and I are power players. We're connecting.
Right.
And Mo, let me tell you this. However you are showing up in your life, whether you're winning, you're being average, or you're being a victim, these are the other people that you're connecting with. So you create your whole life from that viewpoint.
Wow. So if you are an individual, and let's say, for instance, it seems like you can't get the ball rolling in your life and get your life on track and kind of live your life by your own design, are you saying that we got to look at who we're surrounding ourselves with?
Absolutely. Now, you can tell by how well you're doing in your own life based on the company that you're keeping.
Okay.
Because winners don't typically play with losers. Now, that doesn't mean that winners don't try to bring a loser up. And I'm saying loser, and I know that sounds mean, and people have told me that, but I mean losing in your life. You see, when my son died, my husband and I were losing in our lives because we didn't have enough energy. And so you get your power from how much energy you have.
Wow. So let's say, for instance, I'm dealing with some hardships, or I've dealt with hardships, and there's nobody around me to kind of help me move from feeling sorry for myself or feeling bad for myself into understanding the overall picture of where I am and it being a part of my process. Are those people I need to disassociate myself with? And secondly, if I'm surrounded by people who are negative or who are quote-unquote losers, not losers in the sense of they're nobodies, but losers in the fact that they're not assisting me in meeting my goals and moving towards my destiny, is that a domino effect? Like, you know, does it cause different things in my life to go out of perspective because of that one thing?
Well, it's over time. For instance, when my son died, and I keep going back to that because that was like a pivotal point for my husband and I. We lost all of our energy immediately. My husband played professional basketball. I was an international model. And immediately when Justin died, we crashed to become victims because we were grief-stricken. And so not because you have something to happen you in one day. See, this is your thinking and your feeling over a period of time. And so we were thinking and feeling bad for a couple of years. And so we started to resonate in that. We started to wallow in self-pity, and that's when we lost our energy. And I'll tell you, we were building with some high players,